What's up, guys? Jason Sani, nutritionist and coach here. I'm gonna share with you 4 simple reasons why your diet is not working. And I'm gonna provide you with some resources on how to make some simple adjustments and be able to find success with whatever you're doing. So everyone wants to know if diets work and what the best one is. And the answer to that is, it depends. They do work, and you gotta find the one that supports your lifestyle with the least amount of stress. So whether it's keto, low carb, intermittent fasting, plant-based, whatever fits with your lifestyle and creates the least amount of stress is gonna be best for you. So the number one reason why your diet is not working is you lack clarity. And what I mean by this, there's a lack of awareness and there's stress and overwhelm because you haven't determined exactly what your goals are. So for one, you need to start out, determine what your total daily energy expenditure is and match what you're eating to your goals. Slight surplus, only about 500 calories or so if you're trying to gain muscle, get stronger, support activity, and a slight deficit if you are going to have fat burning as your ultimate goal. So number 2, which is related to that, you are not eating enough. And sometimes you're not eating enough of a specific macronutrient, but too often people assume that you're eating clean and you're eating good. But what happens, I see, is people have big goals, they're doing a lot of activity, they're not eating enough to match that, and their hormones downregulate, and that affects stress, how their body retains water, and confuses people why they are at a plateau. So, tip with that is, you gotta become aware, track your food for a few days or longer to be able to use that as data. We'll talk about that more here shortly. Number 3, you haven't mastered the fundamentals. So many people want the superfood or that fancy, sexy exercise is gonna give them all the results. But at the end of the day, it's consistency and fundamentals, and you gotta take pride in making progress within that. So I'm talking about also stress, energy. It's related to sleep. And a lot of people are simply just not getting good enough quality sleep, and so their body is not able to recover or matching the amount of food to the energy output, which they're asking their body to be able to do. So all of these things can be fixed. Take inventory and audit what your routines and lifestyles and all these, and those extra fancy things like the detoxes and the pills and the supplements, those are all like 1%, 2%. So what works? Awareness. And how do we get that? By tracking things and getting data. I have all of my clients track for 3 days as a minimum, everything that they eat and drink, whether you add it up while you're doing it or at the end of the day. You need to determine what the protein, fat, and carbohydrates are and add them up for the day. We're terrible at estimating this, and this is why we need to know what we're doing if we're going to make a change. Doing it for longer, like a week, is gonna be that much better. Remember, you're the journalist. You need to get your data if you wanna make a change. I know a lot of people have good intentions, but you need to figure it out. Finally, number 4 is the diet that you're trying to do is just simply not sustainable. You need to make sure that everything fits within your lifestyle, that it supports you and it's not too stressful. Just because your friend is on keto and lost a bunch of weight doesn't mean that it's right for you. So take a look at what you're doing, make sure that it's not causing more stress. Start by tracking what you're doing, and that gives you massive amounts of power and freedom for the future so that you know what you're doing and then you can intuitively eat and make changes in the future. Hope this was helpful. Leave any sort of comments or questions so we can start a discussion below. All right, thanks for watching.